My name is Kimberly and I want to welcome you to today's mindful movement from my desk to yours. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll be here for about 30 minutes. So before we get started, just a few notes, just a few things just to consider before we start our movement and get settled into our space. If you've got a cell phone and that's nearby your laptop and you're watching from a laptop, you may want to put your phone on mute. Secondly, if you're sitting at your desk, if there's a way to put do not disturb on your phone, I would welcome you to do that. And then finally, get your seat situated so that your feet can be firmly planted on the floor. Sometimes we lift our seats up or down depending upon the height of our desk. So just so that you're prepared, we want to make sure that our feet are firmly planted. All right, so let's get started. Find yourself in a comfortable position, seated. Plant your feet firmly on the floor, heels, toes, everything. I like to not quite sit all the way back in my chair so that I can stack myself in a better posture. So along those lines, as you feel your seat, you stack the spine over the top, stacking your shoulders over your hips and your head over your shoulders. And then maybe close your eyes. And if you're not in an environment where closing your eyes is comfortable, then I would invite you to take your gaze downward, following the nose. And just start to zone the environment out as if it was on a speaker and you could turn it down. And instead, listen to your breath. Listen to you breathe in and listen as you exhale. And take a few more breaths, listening to the breath in and listening to the breath out. And taking the other breath in through the nose and exhale it out your mouth. Again, breathe into the nose. And as you exhale, allow the shoulders to settle. Maybe there's some tension there in your neck. And just allow the feet to get heavy, the arms, the shoulders. And feel the gravity as it pulls you down into your seat. And just take another breath in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. One last time in through your nose. And exhale it out your mouth. And blink open your eyes. And let's start by taking our fingertips on top of our shoulders. And let's make nice big circles with the elbows. So not worrying too much about if the shoulders are moving, but just simply making those big circles with the elbows. Nice. Good. And then let's go in the opposite direction. Getting those arms going, warming up. Good. And then let's alternate. And as you do, you'll notice the upper body twisting. So go ahead and twist away. And let's go in the opposite direction. Good. Again, allowing the upper body to twist. Super. Good. And then go ahead and return your hands to your lap. And let's just do a little for our neck. So let's look down and maybe notice if there's any stress or tension in your shoulders or neck. And then let's look up the ceiling or the sky. And then tilt your head to the right, taking your ear to your shoulder. And then take it to the left. Again, ear to shoulder. And then let's look to the right. And then look to the left. Good, let's do that again, looking down and looking up and tilting our head to the right and tilting it to the left. And then looking to the right and looking to the left. Good. And then come back to center. And we're going to do a little hip movement. So I want you to hold your hands around your hips. Okay? And imagine the pelvis as a bowl, right? And the bowl is filled with water. And what we're going to do is we're going to spill the water out forward. So we're going to tilt the spine or the pelvis forward. And as you do, if you feel like your butt's sticking out. And then we're going to tilt it back as if you're spilling the water into the back of your chair. Good. And then once again, tilt it forward and tilt it back. And tilt it forward. Good. And tilt it back. Good. Let's do it one more time. Tilt the pelvis forward and tilt it back. Now let's add on to that. So as we tilt it forward, let's arch the back a little bit. So looking from the side, arching the back, right? Stick the chest out, bring the shoulders back. The tail is still sticking to the back. Good. And then we'll exhale and we'll tilt that pelvis backwards. And as we do, we'll round the back, pull the shoulders forward and let your head drop. Good. So let's take that a couple times. So inhale, tilting it forward. Good. And exhale, tilt the pelvis back. Good. So this is inhaling into cow, seated cow. And exhaling into cat. Round your back, pull the belly towards the spine. Let's take it one more time. Inhale, cow. Good. And exhale, cat. Nice. And then let's take cow once more. So we're tilting the pelvis forward, arching the back, and then let's grab onto the back of our chair. The seat or the back itself, it doesn't matter. And then let your head drop back. And feel a nice big opening in the front line of your shoulders, chest, the neck. We sit crouched over so much. This should feel really nice. Good. One more breath in. And then exhale, come back to a normal seat. It should feel nice, yeah? All right, let's bring our arms up and let's take some side stretches. So on the exhale, we'll drop that right arm down and reach the left arm up and over. Now try not to lean over through your seat, but keep your both sit bones firmly planted into this chair and reach up and over. Good. And then come back up and let's switch sides. So we'll reach the right arm up and over. Once again, making sure both sides of our sit bones are on the seat. Good. And then come back to center. Let's do it one more time. Reaching the right arm up, over, and come back up again. Exhale over. Good. And inhale back up. Nice. And then let's bring both arms up and take a seated twist. So on the exhale, we'll twist to the right. And maybe you want to grab for your chair or place your hand on the outside of your knee or thigh, whatever will help you to use as leverage for a twist. But make sure that you're still sitting deeply into your chair and lift up through the top of your head. Finding a nice long spine. Good. One last breath in. And then exhale, come back to center. And then bring the arms up. Take a breath in and exhale, twist to the left. And once again, feel free to use that right hand on the top of your knee or thigh and grab for the chair in any position that'll help you twist a little farther. Still keeping the spine nice and long. And maybe you even look over that back shoulder. Good. So nice. Good, let's take it one more time each side. We'll inhale up and exhale, twist to the right. Good. And then inhale back to center and exhale, twist to the left. Good. Nice. And we'll inhale, come back up to center. And on the exhale, let's just fold forward and let your head drop. Maybe look at your toes, round your back, let your arms just hang. Good. And then slowly come back up again. Use your hands to lift yourself. Good. So let's take that again, we'll add on to it. So inhale the arms up. And then exhale, fold forward, let your head drop. And then let's take a flat back. So place your hands on your thighs and reach to flatten the back. So it's almost as if you're pulling your head away from your seat. And take a breath in and exhale, fold forward once again. And let's take that all together. So we're inhaling up and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten the back. Place your hands on your thighs and exhale, fold forward again. Good. And then inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale the arms down. Good, let's take it through one more time. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale, take a halfway lift or flatten the back. And exhale, fold again. And then inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale the arms down. Good, so nice. All right, from here, we're going to work on Uttanasana or chair pose. So I want to make sure that your chair is in a spot where it's not going to roll a lot. If my chair is on carpet, so it doesn't roll very easily. But if yours does, you may want to place your chair against a wall or turn it around and place it against your desk. Okay, either way is fine. Once you get your chair situated, let's have a seat on the edge of our chair. Okay. And once again, make sure your feet are firmly planted on the floor. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lean forward. Again, trying to keep a nice flat back. And then from there, we'll reach the arms away from us. So that the fingertips are reaching in the opposite direction from our chair. Good. Feel that nice stretch, the strength. So good. Then press your heels into the floor. Press, press, press. And as you do, rise up to a stand. Good. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to come back down. This is why we want our chair firmly planted. Go ahead and then sit back down. And then come up to a seat. Good. Let's do that a couple more times. So inhale, reach the arms away. Good. Firmly plant the feet into the floor. And rise up. Take a breath in. Good, and exhale back down. And hold seat. Take a breath. And let's do it one more time. So inhale, reach forward. Yes, firmly plant those feet into the floor. Push through the heels, rise up, nice and tall. And exhale back down into a seat. Good. Really nice. Right, while you're there, let's lift the right knee up and set it down. And lift the left knee up and set it down. Still sitting nice and tall, right knee up and set it down using a little core here, left knee up and set it down. Let's do it 2 more times, right knee and down and left knee and down and right and down and left and down. Good, really nice. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. And we're going to do a couple things using our desk. So feel free to move your chair out of the way. Okay. And we're going to face the side of our desk. And so let's take a nice wide stance with our feet. And the foot that's closest to your desk I want you to rotate the toes so that they face the desk. So if these were my toes, this is how they would face. And then that leg that's farther away, make the foot either parallel to the edge of your desk, or maybe take the heel a little bit farther. Okay, so again, if these are my feet, this is the toe facing this way, and this is my foot facing this way. We'll still face the side of the desk. Good. And then bend into this front knee and place your forearm on the desk. Good. And then reach the opposite arm up. Yeah. Feeling that length. Still press the back foot into the floor, and at the same time, reach the fingertips far away. One more thing to think of, try not to reach this way because that strains the back. Open up the chest so that you could look up at the sky, at the ceiling, and the arm is behind your eye. Good, yes. Take one more round of breath, an inhale and an exhale. Good, and then come back up and straighten that leg. And now we're going to face the desk. So feel free to adjust your stance a little bit. And now both toes are facing the desk. Good. Legs both are straight, and we're still scissoring the legs. And all we need to do from here is just fold forward and take your hands one on top of the other on top of your desk, and just rest your forehead on your hands. Just breathe into this nice stretch. Make sure that the back heel is on the floor. That'll give you a nice little calf stretch. Good. And just take a couple more breaths. And we'll go ahead and push ourselves back up again. And then take the feet together. Now we're going to do the opposite side. So I'll face away from you. But once again, we've got a wide stance. Okay? And the foot that's closest to the desk, you're going to point the toes to the desk. So those are my toes. And this back leg, the foot here, you're going to jet the heel out a little bit so that my foot is like that. Good. Now bend this knee and take your forearm and place it on the desk. And then once again, reach up and over. Still pressing the back foot into the floor and reaching the fingertips away. And once again, notice the difference. I'm not reaching over like this, but rotating my torso and my arm, and I can even look up at the ceiling. Yeah, so nice. Feels so good. One more round of breath, an inhale and an exhale. And then go ahead and come back up again. And once again, we'll face the desk. So turning both sets of toes directly in front. And then we'll simply fold forward. Once again, placing the forearms on your desk and resting your forehead on your hands. Once again, both legs are straight, and you're pressing the back heel into the floor. Good. Take a couple more rounds of breath. An inhale and an exhale. And an inhale and an exhale. Good. And then come on back up and bring both feet together. And let's try balancing pose. Let's try tree or vrikshasana. So you've got your desk nearby, so you can always use it to help you balance. So let's root down through, say, the leg that's closest to the desk. And we'll take the other foot alongside the leg. Okay? Now, pretty much whatever height you can go to. Try not to rest your heel on the knee, though. And let's see if we can place our hands at heart center. Yes. And as you stand here, think of really pushing your foot, that standing foot into the floor instead of dumping into the hip. Press, press, press. And lift up all the way through the top of your head. Good, so nice. And keep breathing, of course. And maybe you want to take your branches someplace. Could be anywhere you'd like. All kinds of options. Good. Take one more breath in. Exhale your hands back to heart center, release that foot down. Good, let's do the other side. So take the other foot and place it at the same area that you did on the first side. And once again, you're going to press into that standing leg and lift up through the top of your head. Place your hands at heart center. Good, so nice. Ideally, find something in front of you that's not moving and just zone in on it. And that'll help with the balance. Yeah, really good. Hang here for just a little bit more. Really good. Take one last breath in. Exhale your hands back to heart center and release that foot down. Good, really nice. All right, so let's just come on our inhale. Bring our arms up overhead, and as we do, come up onto your toes. And then on the exhale, return back to your heels and bring your arms back down. And let's take that in sync 3 times. So as we inhale, rise up. And then exhale back down. The sun is changing. And then inhale back up again. And exhale it down. Good. Last time, inhale up. Up high on the ball mounts of your feet and exhale back down. Good. Really nice. All right, let's come back to our chair. Okay. We've got a couple more things winding down. Now I'll change my blinds because we've got this beautiful sun. I hate to put it away, but there we go, that's better. All right, so let's do a seated figure 4. So once again, I like to sit towards the edge of my chair for this. And let's cross the left ankle over the right knee. Like so. Good. And then maybe take your hands and just press that thigh down a little bit. And opening up the hip. Don't press the knee down, just press the thigh a little. Yeah. Good. And release that. And then simply place your hands on your shins and take a breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. But once again, instead of rounding the back to fold forward, see if you can straighten the back and instead think of reaching your heart away from you. And as you do, that foot that's on top, flex it. Because that protects the knee joint. Good. Yeah, nice little stretch. That hip. Maybe even a little bit of the hamstring. Good, and then come back up again. And let's switch sides. So we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee. Once again, flex your foot. Go ahead and press that thigh down a little bit. Maybe massage it. Yeah, good. All right. And then place your hands on your shins. Take a breath in. And exhale, folding forward. Once again, try not to round the back, but instead think of reaching your heart away from you. Yes. And just breathe into that nice stretch. Feels so good. Good, really nice. And we'll slowly come back up again. And go ahead and release your foot down. I'm going to take what's called eagle arms. So it's a nice stretch for the upper back. So let's take the arms out. And we're going to do eagle on the right. And once again, I'll mirror you. So your right arm is going to come underneath and the left arm on top. And you're going to try to interweave them that way. Now, if that's not working for you, you can always take a bear hug. And if that works for you, lift the elbows up and feel the stretch in the upper back. If you can work your eagle arms, then go ahead and twist them. But once again, keep the elbows at the height of the shoulders instead of down. Right? See the difference? You get that nice big stretch in the upper back. Good. Stay here for one more round of breath. And inhale and an exhale. Unwind that. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Good, and then once again, let's try the other side. Reach the arms out, and then exhale, eagle arms on the left. So this means that the left arm is underneath and the right arm is on top. And once again, if you can take those eagle arms, go ahead. Otherwise, a bear hug is just as good because you're giving your upper back a nice big stretch. So pull those elbows away from you. Good. Really nice. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release it. And then let's inhale the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, take that halfway lift, flatten the back. And exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale the arms down. And let's take one more opening of the chest. We did it in the beginning, so let's do it one more time. So let's take our hands behind us, grab for the seat or the back of your chair, whatever works better for you. And then once again, start to open up the chest and let the head drop. And just feel that great big opening. Yeah, from the shoulders, the chest. So nice. Take one last breath in. And then as you exhale, release the grip. Come back to your chair. Maybe do a couple shoulder rolls. Good. And then settle back into your seat. And once again, feel the feet firmly planted on the floor. And maybe close your eyes once again, or take the gaze down the nose towards the floor. And just once again, notice how you feel. And notice how your body feels. Maybe notice any differences from when we started. And take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. Another breath in through the nose. And an exhale out. And one last time, deep breath in. And an exhale out. Good, so nice. It's been great to be with you this half hour. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And I hope to see you again soon. Namaste. Thank you.